Namaskar. Welcome to all in your own YouTube channel of Skill Rachna Institute of Technology for the unlimited and practical knowledge in the field of construction industry. I hope everyone is doing great and want to learn more. So welcome to you all. This video is for those who are already pursuing the architecture or passed out the architecture course. We are going to explore all the options one by one in the field of architecture so you can choose which one best suits for you and start preparing yourself for the same. So let's start with the video. As we are getting admission to the first year of architecture, we were very excited and very happy. And the year started with the induction and the fresher party. Suddenly we see a lot of submission work is there and we are busy. Then it start our second year. The piled up work is more and definitely we are making our own jugaad of the entertainment. But as we move to the third year, with respect to the submission, the complexity of the numerical of toss and our design problem also increases. Then we move to the fourth year and fifth year, which we give us the feel that we are architect. We try to create something unique, special and awesome. Now we will try to put all our efforts to make best to give for our thesis. But suddenly we realize we are done. Now we are architect. Now what exactly we are going to do? So let's see what are the options we have to choose from. The first option which we are having is the government job. In government job, we are having a lot of varieties, right? So first I am going to talk about the central government job. The central government job is like a postman nowadays, right? Very rarely to be seen. If it is shows our face, we were very happy. Similarly, if government job, particularly central government job is there, so everyone start running behind that, right? As we are able to see into the image. So some of the organization like Union Public Service Commission take the post of assistant architect, right? Then Public Work Department, PWD, Archaeological Department, Military Engineering Services, Department of Railways, Housing and Urban Development Corporation. These are some of the options which we have, but the probability of getting selected is less than 2%, and even they are not putting the jobs every year. And because of the COVID-19, we are expecting that the frequency should be decreased to a next level. Right? And if we want to dedicate ourselves for the central government job or any other kind of a government job, we need to start preparing from our fourth year or last from the fifth year. If you already passed out, you want to have a full devotion to the government job, believe me, you need to give your dedicated 1 to 3 years of preparation. Right? You need to take a training from some of the coaching classes, or one of the most important thing is that you need to do a self preparation, which is very important in this case. Let's see what is the next option we are having. Next is the state government job, right, which involves PWD, municipal corporations or the local government bodies that we can start doing after doing our bachelor's degree, right? Again, you need to devote some of the years of your preparation. For that, if you need to keep a track on that, you need to continuously keep a watch on their website for the vacancies. Right? Next, the favorite of most of the architect is the defense job. So for getting into the defense, you are having a lot of options. The first is university entry schemes. So that is basically a short commission. But the best part is that if you are happy with serving the nation, you can extend your period. Next is the CDS. You are having a twice getting into entry into a particular year, that you can go through to the CDS part also. And the next is the technical graduate course. Like that is not every year we are having a vacancy, but some years or some couple of the years we can expect that there are some vacancies for in the architectures also. Now you can also get into the Air Force by giving the exam of Air Force Common Admission Test, right? There is a different eligibility criteria. Some of the basic is that for getting into the USC, you need to be on a 5th year of bachelor's minimum. Next, for getting into the CDS, you can give while you are doing the 5th year of the BRs, or even if you're passed out, still you can go for a try. For technical graduate, you should be the same criteria we are having for a CDS, and then for Air Force Common Admission Test, you should pass the bachelor's degree. That is the minimum criteria. So that is not having any kind of more than 60%. If you're that, you're eligible to give the Air Force Common Admission Test. So maximum of the architects, more than 95% are working on to the private job only. So we are going to be switch to the private job. For one more government type of entry is there. Let's first explore that stuff. That is the entry to the public sector undertaking, that is the PSU companies. So some of the companies prefer the architect, like Metro Railway Corporation. In 2015-16 they have hired a lot of architects, particularly Delhi Metro Corporation. Then we are having ISRO, Hindustan Aeronautical Limited, then RITS. There are some of the public PSU companies are there which is taking the architects. But for that you need to start preparing for your GATE exam, and that is very important. If you're able to crack the GATE exam, you need to go for a group discussion and then the personal interview. So aggregate of that marks, if you're standing high, definitely you're going to getting into the government job. But one thing is sure, for doing that, you should be a very studious student. If you think that you're on the creamy layer and very studious, try for government job definitely. Now, maximum of the architects are working into the private job, right? There are various options open to the architects. So we are going to explore step by step, right? I have classified the private jobs into two categories. The first is traditional career options and second is non-traditional career options. So we are going to see what are the options we are having into the traditional career options, working into the big MNCs or doing some kind of working with the small firms, managing so many roles and responsibility, and there are various non-traditional career options also. So we are going to do step by step what are the things consist, what is the benefit of that, and who can opt which kind of a career options. So let's start with it. Now the first is design architect, right? They are the normal, like maximum of the personnel opting for being as a design architect. They are going to create a plans, gather design requirements for the new structure, even for the existing structure to do the alterations or any kind of a repairs. Their role is to focus on the style and look of the project while adhering all the building requirements and the codes. Basically, I can say the persons are going to design the residential building, hospitals, malls, etc. Next is the urban designer. Many of the architects opt for being an urban designer. They are like refer to any building designed for an urban setting, whether it is a city or a town. Deal with the larger picture of how buildings will fit together to an urban space, taking into account different neighborhoods, public areas, and so on. So basically, urban design is going to shape the physical feature of cities, town, for the provision of municipal services to the residents. Next is the landscape architect. So landscape architect is the design of outdoor areas, landmarks, and structures to achieve the environmental, social behavior or aesthetic outcomes, right? So a landscape architect is going to design a different public parks, gardens, playgrounds, residential areas, college campuses, and public spaces, right? Basically, they plan the location of building, roads, flowers, shrubs, and trees within this environment. That is a basic job of a landscape architect. Now the interior architect, like they're having a lot of scope for doing the interior work, and nowadays as people are going for much more interior work, so there is a lot of scope is there. Basically, if I want to say, the interior architect is the balancing of the art and science of designing an interior spaces, taking into account all the elements of the building. Interior design is a broad ranging profession taking into account all aspects of planning and designing interior spaces into the built environment. Now, you may get a little bit confused what is the interior architect or interior designer, right? So don't get confused. Interior architect is completely different. That involves the conceptualization and realization of the structures interiors. When on the other hand, interior design is more relevant with the space management and the aesthetic appeal. and they are going to do the interior effects after we are getting the structure to be released. The next option we are having is the town planner. Town planner focuses on making an individual town economically efficient and environmentally friendly. They work with local officials, analyzing and researching how to improve the things and add new additions into a particular town. That is a basic responsible of a town planner. They will ensure that there is a balance between the demand on the land being developed and the needs of the community. So that is basically the role of a town planner. Now let's move to the non-traditional career options. So now in this non-traditional career option, you're going to give a variety of the options which you can choose from, right? As the fields are very new, so you're having a very good scope, because if you're going to work on the field from the start, as the field is getting matured, even your experience and your professionals also getting the mature, and you're going to get a very high packages. Now the first option which you're going to talk about is the architecture journalism. Architectural journalism is a reporting of a new advances in the architecture world. The hidden facts, interesting concepts of the building, innovative designs, and many more. Documenting anything related to the architecture can be termed as a architecture journalism. Right? Mostly various articles which we read into design magazines about the building, space planning, reporting of architectural conferences, reporting about the various architecture colleges, new architects, etc. All this fall under the category of architecture journalism. Whenever next time you are referring any kind of a magazine, you need to see that that has been done by a architect journalist only. Next is the architectural historian. Is a person who studies and writes about the history of architecture and is regarded as an authority on it. Like I can say in simple sense, it's a sub-discipline of architecture concerned with the building that have a historic context. A person who works in the area can have one of the several approaches or the specialties. They typically work in the advisory service to preserving the historic fabric of the building. The next is the industrial design or the furniture design. The idea is a professional practice of designing the product, devices, objects, and services used by many people around the world every day. Industrial designs typically focus on the physical appearance, functionality, and manufacturability of a product. Like in simple sense, we can say they used to design the products such as cars, home, appliances, electronics, toys. They combine the art, business, and engineering to make the product that people use every day. So whatever the unique shape you use to get that, there is always an architect behind that stuff. So this category is very new kind of a stuff which goes for industrial design or a furniture design. The next option which we are having is the production design or the art director. If you want or very passionate about the movies, believe me, this job is for you. A production designer is a person responsible for the overall visual looking of the story. The production design gives the views a sense of the time of period, the location, and what the character are doing or the feeling right now. Right? A production designer is a charge of making sure each shooting location is perfect, prepared for all the points of the vision of the film. It's having a responsibility like fixing the location, sets, costumes, lights, budget, etc. Some of your best movies which you're one of the best movies which you want to love to watch, believe me, some of the architect is working as a production design or an art director for the same. But in this you need to be make sure that you're not going to be so much popular, irrespective of that the movie you are working that may become very popular. The way you used to see the director or the actors used to be popular. Next is the architectural photography, also termed as a building photography or a structural photography. Generally means photography that focuses on the building only. That is the architectural photography. It includes shootings of the building interiors or externals or bridges or other structures or the cityscrapers. Basically that involved taking the photograph of a building and other build structure in a professional capacity. That is very, very important. That is completely different what we are taking from our mobile phones. Photographs are often intended to commercial purpose for the developer to publish online or on the brochure or to create a portfolio. So that is all about the architectural photography. Then the architectural rendering and a visualizer. Like we can say it's like an architectural illustration or architectural visualization is the part of creating two-dimensional images or animation showing the attributes of a proposed architectural design. That we need to understand that stuff. The main goal of doing the architectural rendering is to illustrate lifelike experience of how the space or building will look like before they have been built. So that is the role played by the architectural renderer or a visualizer. And nowadays we are understanding the client requirement is very huge, and at the initial stage only the client want to see all the prospects of the project. So here the role will be played by the architectural renderers and the visualizers. Now in the 3D there is, and the time is not behind when we go for a 4D visualizers also. Next is the video game and the web design development. I know everyone love to be playing the video game, right? No doubt. One thing is very important. We are understanding that architecture make up a large portion of our real life environment. It makes a sense that even they create a lot of space into the simulated world, means into the game. In game also we are having a lot of space that also created by the architecture with full of its sense. We can say that any best character into the game or a storyline or user interference graphics is not going to be play or fulfill the requirement of the player until otherwise the architectural approach has been given to that, right? Then only it is going to make a full-fledged player experience. Similarly, the web design and development also consists of the same. The complete website will be designed by an architect by keeping of all the prospect into the mind. Last but not the least is the project management. Project management is the practice of leading the work of a team to achieve goals and meet a success criteria at a specified time. If you are a person who is able to manage so many multitasking and so many other tasks at the same time, believe me, you can become a very good project manager. Right? If you have an art of making the work from others, you are made for this profession, believe me. The primary challenge of project management is to achieve all type of a project goal within the given resources or the constraints. Basically, a project manager is responsible for overall project like cost management, finishing of the project on time with available resources, managing the quality and safety into the site, and many more. In simple sense, I can say a project manager avoids or stop any kind of a risk to effect of his project. So now the other options which architect is having is going for higher education. I have divided the higher education into two parts, technical and a management. For technical, you need to give the GATE exam. If you're getting a very good score, believe me, you can go for IIT, NIT or some of the top colleges. Some of the options we are having into the technical course is Masters in Architecture or in conservation or restoration, architectural history or theory, MArch in landscape. Even you can do the urban planning, urban design, urban housing, which is having a very large scope right now. You also do for a master's in design in interior architecture or in furniture, in industrial design, in geomatics, right? Even you can do the MArch in environmental. And there are some of the colleges which also provide the sandwich courses. In management, we need to give the CAT exam or CET, or some of the top colleges having their own institute entrance exam, so you need to give that stuff. If you're getting a very good score, believe me, you can crack into the IIM and other top colleges of the India. Some of the options which we are having is Masters of Building Environmental Engineering and Management, Masters in Construction Management, Masters in Project Management. If you're getting confused between construction management, project management, you can refer my this video. Yes, that is on the red spot that you can refer from. You're going to get all the concepts clear. Other options you are having is Masters in Infrastructure Management, PGP in Quantity Surveyor, Masters in Urban Infrastructure, right? Or some of the sandwich course you can go for that. Next is the own business. Whenever you want to open your own business, like you're having a lot of options. For example, if you're having a land available, you can become a developer. You can start your own business being as a subcontractor, right? You can start your own consultancy in various of the fields. Architect having a lot of options to choose from. You can go for a project management consultancy, you can go for a landscape construction management, and many more. Even you can prepare a material and supply vendor. Whatever the business you want to choose, you consider the risk. Like the business can be turned around in any of the way. So I will suggest find some of your business in which you can think you can do the best. So select. The other options which we are having is the LEED certified professionals. Like that is a leadership in energy and environmental design. You can do that stuff. Next, you can become a software expert. Like you can become Autodesk Stat Pro. If you're interested in construction management, you can go for MSP or P6. Right? The other field which we can go for is the bank examination. We can become a valuer or an estimator. Right? For that, you need to again prepare for them. The one of the like very trending job right now is the freelancer. You can get the jobs from a freelancer, Upwork, Fiverr, etc. You can directly go with their website and check out. There are a lot of options they are putting, and there is a cost associated. That definitely it's going to take a time to build up your making your resume strong into the freelancer website. It take around 6 to 8 months to build up. Like if you're continuously taking a job, you will going to get high rated, and the way you are going to move up, your probability of getting the very lot of the projects is more. And nowadays is trending into the India. It can be a very good option to you. Another option is you can go for a teaching and training industry, right? That is also open if you're interested in doing the research, and if you're good in telling the stories and creating the engagement of the students, you can go for this field. Now there are some kind of upcoming fields like data science, artificial intelligence, right, in civil engineering field, or we can say into the architectural field. So these are some of the upcoming trends. So like you can get the knowledge at the initial stage. Now that field is very like started into the construction industry. As the field is going to get mature, you can work on that. You can get some of the work on hands-on experience, and you're also going to get a maturity as the fields are getting mature into the construction industry. Let me know if you need any other video or any of the detailed profession you want. Definitely I'm going to prepare for you all, right? So if you like the video, please subscribe to our channel, and you can also visit our Facebook page, that is Skill Restaurant Studio Technology, for awesome and technical knowledge in the construction industry. Thank you all.